Starting this Friday, you will be forced to operate between 5 a.m. and 7 p.m. as the president announced an indefinite and nationwide curfew to check the spread of the coronavirus. Now, the president warned of even more stringent measures if you do not comply. NTV's Kenan Muredi reports on the additional measures to keep the virus at bay and to relieve the pain it has brought upon the country.
Friday evenings have for the longest time been associated with merrymaking for some, and for others an intimate time for family outside the house as they try to enjoy some of what they have already made within the week. But that will soon change. President Uhuru Kenyatta has announced an indefinite curfew that will soon change the way people have been behaving in an effort to combat the fast-raging coronavirus.
That effective Friday, 27th March 2020, there will be a daily curfew from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning. And this shall be in effect in the territory of the Republic of Kenya.
According to President Kenyatta, the measures have been necessitated by the fact that Kenyans have largely ignored calls to stay at home, warning that a complete lockdown was not off the table.
If these measures are deemed to be inadequate, we shall, without hesitation, take even further and more drastic measures to ensure that the cardinal duty of the government and the state, which is the protection of life and property, is assured.
Those in the critical and essential services and to be allowed to operate past 7 o'clock are medical professionals and health workers, national security officers, public health and sanitation officers in the county governments, licensed pharmacies and drug stores, licensed broadcasters and media houses, Kenya Power and Lighting Company, food dealers, distributors, wholesalers and transporters of farm produce, licensed supermarkets, mini markets and hypermarkets, licensed distributors and retailers of petroleum and oil products and lubricants, licensed telecommunication operators and service providers, licensed banks, financial institutions and payment financial services, fire brigade and other emergency response services, and licensed security firms.
I want to reiterate that we have taken these basic measures to protect life, to protect the health of our citizens.
Consequently, the president has called on those in public service to take a voluntary pay cut in efforts to complement government steps to combat the virus, announcing that he and his deputy would lead from the front.
President and deputy president, 80%. Cabinet secretaries, 30%. Chief administrative secretaries, 30%. Principal secretaries, a reduction of 20%. I call on the other arms of government and tiers of government to join us in this national endeavor by making similar voluntary reductions.
With the knowledge of the adverse effects the virus has on the elderly, the government has announced a reprieve to safeguard those nearing retirement.
That all state and public officers with pre-existing medical conditions and or aged 50 years of age and above, serving in job group S and below, or their equivalents, to take leave or forthwith work from home.
President Kenyatta has again directed Cabinet to meet twice weekly under the chairmanship of Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i, with the main aim of seeking fresh ways to combat the virus. Kenan Muredi, NTV.